one of London's deep level air raid shelters. This was the first big explore I did, the one I christened the page with some time ago. Me and my nephew did this one together. Hope you all enjoy. Right, ladies and gents, we are in the Belsize Park deep level air raid shelters at the entrance, and we're just about to go down. Yeah. And as you can see, it's an amazing place. Look, this is the old elevator, the lift, which doesn't work unfortunately, but yeah. And big thanks to Abandoned UK for helping us out with this one. So cheers for that, mate. And as you can see, Abandoned UK. It's a big shout out to Abandoned. That's just, we left our mark just in chalk. So, can you come and light this up for me, please, mate? I've got the inside of the lift here, I didn't notice that. This is the original 1940s lift. I don't think none of it opens, but locked. Yeah, they're well and truly locked that one, aren't they? Yeah. But yeah, that's the inside of the 1940s lift. And yeah, this is where the public would have come in and gone down and around and down these stairs, which is a very, very long way down. So this is the start of a really good explore, hopefully, and we'll see you all at the bottom. Right, do you want to say hello, mate?
Hello, everybody.
That's my nephew, and a hello from me, and I hope you enjoy everything that you're going to see this evening, and a big thanks to Abandoned again. Right, take care all, and we'll see you at the bottom. Right, everyone, sorry about that. The videos went completely wrong. I lost all sound, so I had to delete those and start again. We are at the bottom of the shaft of the Belsize Park deep level air raid shelters. This is the lift, and this will take you, or would have taken you, to the one below. To get to the one below, we will need to go upstairs again and then go down the opposite stairwell. And that, if you heard it, was the underground train going above us. So yeah, it's me and my nephew exploring this one. You want to say hello, mate?
Hello, everybody.
He's a good kid, he is. I wonder if that's lights, but I'm not gonna. Be careful, mate, please, won't you? I don't like electrics. Don't do the red person. No. Well, we're well lit with your torch anyway, aren't we? Right.
Is that one? Which way did we go first? We went that way first.
We're going that way, so you're going to go here.
Is this where these electric?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. It's because I'm having to do all this again because the sound went. Right, we are now entering and seeing one of the great big ventilation fans. And you can see the size of this, it's massive. And it is bolted. I thought it was satellite just put here, but as my nephew pointed out, it is bolted down. So you would not have wanted to be standing here when this was on. Oh God, imagine if it cranked up, we would blow against the wall, wouldn't we?
How it works.
Yeah, I shouldn't think so. No, it's rusted. Right, if you can light very well for me, please, mate, because I am nervous on these things. This, I don't know what this is a great big shaft that goes really far down. And you can see as it goes down, it starts to slope inwards. And I think that this is one of the ventilation shafts. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Cool, as they say in America. People in the war would have fled down here the moment they heard the air raid sirens, and they would have spent pretty much most of the night time here and come back out in the mornings, because the Germans was mainly specialised in nighttime bombing raids. What you're seeing here are original generators for the electrical system. I mean, these are in really, considering these are 80 odd years old, they're in pretty good condition, aren't they, mate?
Yeah, they are.
Got the original gauge on there and everything, the needle, and that's still got the blue steel on it, the needle, the still blue steeled. That's lasted really well. Because they're pressurised them gauge things. Got another one here that hasn't got its glass on it. But you can see more of the workings and stuff in there. And if you turn this round, this handle here, it does move this. But not interfering too much. I don't want to damage anything. But yeah, this is more. This is very interesting. This is with anyone that's had an old square television would remember the valves inside, and this is just basically a valve on steroids. It's massive. Look at it and all the glass, other stuff coming off that.
Big.
Imagine if that blew.
Fucked up.
Wouldn't want to change that light bulb, would you? You can bet the bloke employed to change this bulb was called Frank or Bert.
Right.
There was always called Frank or Bert to the blokes that did that, and he would have known the size of every single bulb and component of this thing. For fire. Oh dear, yeah, so you pull that out.
Twist it.
Yeah, and give it a twist. And I won't do that just in case. Main DC circuit breaker. I mean, this is all World War II stuff, and it's in pretty decent condition considering. Like, it's amazing. And you can see my nephew's doing a pretty good job of lighting up for me, so we're enjoying it so far, aren't we?
Yeah.
What's in there?
Nothing, but that's what I was looking at. Boiler.
Oh, it's just a boiler for the heat, I think. Yeah. It may have been a cooling system for that. I don't think they needed heat. Oh, look at the old speaker, mate. Wait a minute. Oh, look, there's coal, look. There's coal in there. It is some sort of boilery type thing. That's coal. Look at the old speaker.
Yeah.
That's when they gave announcements and stuff, I think. Or that may have been, as each one is pointed at that might have been a water system to cool that down if there was ever a fire.
Yes, it connects to this, look, for fire. See?
Oh yeah, yeah, he's right, yeah. You pull that, because these things would have got massively hot. Even now, it's much warmer in this room than it is the other parts, isn't it, mate? Yeah, and those trumpety things would have pumped water onto that and stopped the fire. And these doors, you can bet in their day that they were pretty much solid. Well, they're still solid now, I mean. CO2. These places have been cleared out and everything over the years, so we are safe, just apart from inhaling quite a bit of dust. But yeah, oh look. The old alarm system, and still in pretty good nick. So big thanks to my nephew today for actually bringing me here, because I don't drive, so travelling around to interesting locations like this ain't easy for me. And I think he's enjoying it as much as I am, isn't he, mate?
Yeah, should we make a move?
Yeah, we're going to go to the other parts now, because it's quite dusty here. And there's quite a lot to see. If you can light me up well. That's it. Oh, brilliant. You okay, yeah? And I'll show you that once more. I'll go around this side and my nephew can light it. Yeah, look. Oh, look, and see that metal thing there? That would have shut to stop and close, like a damper in a fire.
Yeah.
And that goes in and curves. I've seen documentaries and plans for this place, and these things, they curve right down. Ooh, you're right. Makes you wonder why there's carpet down here, actually, doesn't it? Yeah, it's definitely not World War II carpets. Far too stylish for World War II. As you can see, people come down here in graffiti, but we don't do things like that, do we, mate?
Nah.
As any decent explorer would say, take only pictures and leave only footprints. It's warm in here, and it's
That's why I want to get out when it's cold.
Yeah, yeah, he was really cold, and I've got a big fleece on, but my nephew's, it was really cold in there, I must admit, yeah it was. These are all the old storage compartments for people to store their belongings, and after the war this place was used as storage for firewood and things. These are the old sprung frames for the beds, quite narrow, but this place literally saved a lot of lives, a hell of a lot of lives. Have you got our information sheet on here?
Yeah.
We've got information. Cheers, mate. Right, background on this place. Each shelter consists of a pair of parallel tunnels, 16 feet 6 inches, which is 5.03 metres in diameter, and 1,200 feet 370 metres long. Each tunnel is subdivided into 2 decks. Each shelter was designed to hold up to 8,000 people. It was planned that after the war, the shelters would be used as part of the new express tube line, paralleling parts of the existing Northern Line and Central lines. Existing tube lines typically had 12-foot, 2.5 inch, 3.72 diameter things, but basically I won't go into the old ins and outs of it. This is a bit too small or too large for shelters. The shelters were originally...
Do you hear that?
Shitter! Oh, you frightened the life out of me.
That was me.
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, sorry, that's my nephew lent on a thing, and I believe in the paranormal, you see, so we were asking on the journey here, I wonder if anyone died down here. Couldn't find any recorded deaths, but yeah. Oh dear. Basically, the shelters were originally planned for holding up to 100,000 people in each shelter. However, the final capacity was around 8,000 people in each shelter. Post-war use. After the war, the Good Street shelter continued to be used by the army until the fire on the night of the 21st of May 1956, after which the government decided the shelters were not suitable for use by large numbers of public military. And the Chancery Lane shelter was converted into Kingsway Telephone Exchange. Basically, and this was the bit I was talking about, in 1951 it became the Festival of Britain Hotel, providing cheap stays for visitors to the Festival of Britain. And I saw this on a programme called Secrets of the Underground. A German lady, and bearing in mind this isn't that long after the war, a German lady came here to the Festival of Britain, above one of the beds somewhere, she's written graffiti her name. A few people did that, so I was trying to find it. No, that's this one. Yeah, this was this one, yeah. This was the one that was used for the Festival of Britain. And as you can see, you've got a storage cupboard in there, which has got a very secure door on it. And these things probably would have been used after the war for fires and things like that. And you can see it goes back quite a way.
Shelves.
Yeah, it's just shelves and shelves and shelves. But each one, you can see that it has been had modern use to it, because it got barcodes on there, and you didn't have barcodes on the wall, so yeah. We're going to go circle the graffiti down here. You alright?
Yeah.
Nephew scratched himself on his leg on the way in, and it is a bit of a precarious one to get into. And I must say, I was quite proud of myself, because he said to me, "Oh, you did that alright, didn't you?"
Yeah.
And I did say to him, "Mate, I was getting into things like that before he was even born," kind of thing. Can you light this up for me, please, mate? You can see just how far it goes back. I will walk you to the end of it. Ooh, look, more vents and shafts, so you really have to be
That's
careful.
Second World War newspaper.
Yeah, that's World War II newspapers down there, look. Good spot, mate. Can you shine your light more down for me? Ah, that's perfect, yeah. Look at that, everyone. That's shredded up World War II newspaper.
Do you want to have a look?
The Telegraph, better not, mate, because it might be had mould and shit on it and stuff. Never know. But as you can see, like these
There's another one, look.
Ah, brilliant. Look, there's paper. My nephew's just found it. You alright, yeah? Look at this. I'll bring it up onto another shelf. I wonder if we're going to get a date from this.
Turning around at the back.
It's not a wartime one because of the Dunhill things, but look, boots 45p, yeah, boots 45p for 20 cigarettes. I mean, you wouldn't pay that now, would you?
That's wartime done it.
Page 38. Daily Mail. Friday, can you like this for me, mate? Friday,
1975.
1975, yeah. So, yeah, the nephew's going to take pictures for me. That was a good spot, that was, mate. See?
My dad would have been 2 weeks older, right?
Yeah. I wasn't even born. This is 9 years before I was born. Your mum was 4 years before your mother was born. And it's, yeah, that's mad. This paper is older than both of us standing here. There you go. That's amazing, isn't it? That's brilliant. He's took some lovely quality pictures of that. And as you can see, yeah, I mean, could you light the corner of that again for me, please, mate, if you don't mind? So the viewers can see that. Look. November 1975. That's amazing, isn't it? Eh?
Do you want to go further down?
I don't know if these go into anything else, but we might as well investigate because we're here, aren't we? So look, the modern bulbs, look, it shows that they are still used. It shows that there must be lights somewhere, and there's plug sockets up here. A drain, look. One of the old drains. Plug sockets. You charge my phone up down. You could live down here, couldn't you? If you was really homeless and desperate, you could live quite comfortably down here. It is quite cold outside, and in the ventilation chamber it was very cold, but this is actually quite comfortable. Right, I'm going to end this one now and start you up again when we come across anything a bit more interesting, because there's rows of shelves. We are coming across the interesting stuff. The beds are here, so you're going to stay with me now. And lasses. I'll keep the on. Cupboards. Can you light up inside this cupboard for me, please, mate? Oh, look at that. Look at the old string and everything. I don't know if that is a cupboard.
No, it's a ventilation shaft.
It's a ventilation shaft. Right. This young man knows a bit about tunnels and stuff. Interesting tunnels, isn't there?
Yeah.
This is really interesting. What you're seeing here now are the beds.
And the bed is fine cabinet.
Huh?
Plastic.
Oh, sorry, that's filing cabinets. Yeah, my nephew very kindly and quietly told me that. Yeah.
Dormitories up.
Dormitories. Look at this. Can you light this up for me, mate, if you don't mind? Look, you've got. I don't know whether they would have put belongings below, but you've got 1, 2, and over there, cupboards and stuff. This is very interesting. Do you want to chalk us up?
I already did.
What, along here?
Yeah, look.
Oh, brilliant. Should we do this bit? No, this is what Abandoned took pictures of. And I can't find these damn lights.
They're on that side.
Switches. Pardon? There must be switches for the bloody things somewhere. He said there's got black buttons. Push the black buttons and the lights will come on. We're well lit enough anyway, aren't we? Can I just have a look at this, mate? It's interesting for the page, isn't it? And this would have been lined with beds and things, because this looks right further on in here, you know, there's more at the end of this.
No, it's.
Pardon?
No, it's.
It's massive. This is a very interesting place. I never thought I'd come down here, did you?
No, I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, this was used in 1951, as I said. And it's still obviously well cared for now, because the lights are on here, as you can see, and there's modern stuff around. But they are built just like railway tunnels, because when they first started building these were for the railway. And the war came along and they was utilised into what they was made for. You right, mate? Oh yeah, look. Old fire hose. Universal hose reel to operate. You can tell he's my nephew. He's turning all the buttons and the knobs and levers, which is exactly what I would have done. Oh shit! It works. That's amazing. Look, there's still water. Look. I mean, that might be a bit modernised a bit, but it's obviously has been here for quite some time. And he's turning that straight off now and leaving it exactly as it was. There we go, that's interesting. So, water supply down here, which is obviously mains. And it's a shame that this can't be, I know, it makes it wish it could be turned into shelters for the homeless, doesn't it? But can you imagine what they might do to it then? Or what, it would need attendance, wouldn't it? Because it's easy to say, I'll turn it into the homeless, but there's going to have to be someone that regulates it, makes sure that there's nothing dodgy going on. But this is massively long. I'm glad I came down this bit now. Look, there's more filing cabinets and stuff there. This must have been, because this was used for storage and stuff for years after the war.
Loads of these.
This is flyers and leaflets. Apparently somewhere on the shelves in here there's old train tickets from the 90s and stuff. Because this is still owned by, is it Network Rail? TfL, this is still owned by. Which for anyone that isn't English and like it's transport for London. Very dusty, you can taste the dust. A little bit of dust. And I believe another hose pipe there was. You can hear the railway line going above us. You what, mate? Do you want to go down there?
Yeah, go
Oh, look, it's further down. That one's locked up. No, we're going to go down here. This must be the other levels. Can you light me up, please, mate?
Yeah.
What on earth is that? Is that a dead rat or a mask? I don't know what that
The
is.
face cover.
Ah, okay. Ah, this is the really interesting part.
This is the deep area.
Yeah, these are literally from the war. And if you put mattresses on them, they'd still be usable. And this is where the people slept. As you can see, there's one there, and one up there, which probably would have been for the children and stuff. And this is where their belongings maybe would have gone, or there may have been more beds along there. At the moment, they look like storage shelves, don't they, mate?
Yeah. Barcodes and everything.
Yeah, so it's even been used after the war. Even the beds have been, because they've look. As you can see, like it isn't just modern shelving; they are old beds. And when we were kids, that's the type of beds you had. Your mum and like her sister. Your mum and her sister, they had two black metal beds that had those, and after a while, the creaking and squeaking was really annoying. As you can see, it's an enormous place, and now you're coming up to one of the very old original fire hydrant things, which is cloth, I believe, is it? No, it's rubberised. But yeah, I bet that one would work as well. Unserviceable, it says on there. Show you another one of the beds. As you can see, there's a lot of mould down here, so. Did you want a mask?
No, I'm alright.
No? Yeah, I don't really bother with masks if I'm honest. Glad we came down that bit, didn't you?
Yeah. This is the deep level one, so
Yeah.
you don't have to go around.
No. It takes you into further and further levels. We'll go to like the end of this one and then we'll walk back.
It's going for miles, isn't it?
It does, it's really big. When you see like, you read online that it could house thousands of people, you think how, don't you? Then you come down and you think, okay, that's how they did it. Packed in like sardines, but very safe sardines. Because we are below the railway line here. Yeah, we're below the central line. Obviously, I didn't know that's a bit of info for us.
Central.
Yeah. And these are built just like railway tunnels, aren't they?
They're the same.
If you were to take these bits out, you'd just have like the floors, because there's stuff above us as well where we're walking. They're just on levels. I wasn't sure if we was going to be able to pull this one off or not this evening, so
Well, didn't it?
it did. Had a bit of trouble getting in. I've cut my shoulder, my nephew's cut his leg, but we'll TCP ourselves up and be right as ninepence. You alright down here, mate? As you can see, it's just a vast complex designed to protect and save as many lives as possible. And in a minute, when we get further along, I'll play a recording of what the people would have heard when they was in places like this. Oh, there's more of it, look.
Yeah, storage.
Storage. Could you like it that way, mate? That's how you get into the modern railway network, I reckon. Michael, careful.
This way.
Watch where you're going. Must take extra care in places like this.
Storage.
Just more storage. Yeah. Do you want to light it up for me so I can just show the viewers? There's lights in there anyway, but yeah, it's just more storage and would have been more shelter areas in its day. Another ventilation thing again. That one. See, these go right under the floor, don't they?
Yeah.
More storage in there. Probably would have been beds in its day, but it's all coded up and everything. Well, the lights are on anyway, aren't they? So.
Yeah. Oh, these are the switches.
Yeah. Alarm bells still work, if you don't know. Electrics are all going still.
Oh, let's go through the double doors down the bottom there.
Yeah. You can remember our way.
1955 battery. 1945 battery.
Bloody hell, look. Never ready. Right, how? Where does it say 1945,
I'm
man?
just guessing.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, it's a really old battery, that. Look, never ready. It's rusting. Can you remember our way out and that, yeah?
Just straight away.
I bet it's easy to get lost down here if you...
Yeah, I reckon it is.
I don't like getting lost. Not at all. And there is literally no network down here or anything. So it was probably for the best that I didn't go and do this one on my own. And I think my nephew's enjoying it too, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, I know, mate.
I'll show you another one of these beds. You can just see they're the whole length along. Are these beds as well?
Yeah, they all are.
Yeah. I reckon these smaller ones probably would have been for kids, didn't you?
Yeah.
Train again. Oh, it's got proper modern alarm systems and everything in here. I don't know what's at these doors.
I have a feeling this is if it's a fire on a tube, you've got exits that go down.
There are apparently, yeah.
Fire exits.
Apparently once,
From the tracks.
yeah, this what is utilised even to this day for escape routes. And whatever is behind this door is brightly lit, so we'll keep our voices down a little bit. Whatever's behind this door is brightly lit. So, I'm not sure. Look, you can see more storage and stuff. Alright. Black buttons. Black buttons. That's what he was on about, I reckon. I don't know if it's the alarm or not. But hopefully that didn't be a pointless either, mate. Stairs.
I'll go up there.
That's one of the old entrances, isn't it? I
Go
reckon.
on.
Do you want to?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
It's concrete.
Yeah. My nephew's going to light this up for us. We're going to go up here. No wonder a lot of people come back and do these in 1 and 2s explores, because there's so much of it, isn't there? Sealed.
Yeah, it's the old
It's
common.
one of the old entrances. Can you light that up for me, please, mate? This is where the fleeing Londoners would have come flying down here. I think this is a pretty good
Like
place.
it's been kicked, you can see the boot marks.
Yeah, there's boot marks and everything for it. Should we go up and have a look?
If you want to, you're cool.
Is your torch dying?
No. Got half battery.
Oh shit.
Do you want to go up and have a look? Or?
Yeah. I've got batteries on me.
No, it's sealed in one of the chargeable.
Oh, you can smell the damp up here, can't you?
The boot marks on it.
Now you see with things like this why a lot of explorers won't give these locations away. Sorry about that everyone, just a slight technical fault. Yeah, this is just like storage area and dead-ended. All the old iron bed frames. And look, someone's literally booted their way into this. It is kicked to pieces on the other side, which when we go out you will see. And this is why a lot of explorers don't share locations. I'm cold, mate. Cheers. My nephew will light this up for us. And you can see, I just don't get why you do that. Do you?
No.
Well, neither of us get why you do that, so we'll leave that one. Just vandalism. And this is what spoils explores for people, because if it's a private residence or something that's owned by an organisation like this, you get little yobbos or scumbags come in and treat the place like shit. Then they're just so reluctant to let anyone near it. If they see anyone do go near it, they're obviously going to be cagey and on the offensive. What's down there, mate?
Renovation charge.
Yeah.
You can see G and F, so they're dormitories. You get assigned to the
Oh, right.
dormitory, dormitory.
I read about dormitories that some of the servicemen were given these. So look, we're just another massive net. Is this the way we came?
No.
Just another massive network of them, look.
Should we go back that way?
Yeah,
back
we're
the way
going
we
to go
came?
back the way we came, because we would be easy to get lost in here. And I don't want to get lost. But yeah, as you can see, it's just more and more. And we'll show the viewers this one on this side. We won't go through it, but light me up, fam. Just goes on for miles, as you can see.
This way.
Did we?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
We came from this way. The double doors, remember?
Yeah, I thought there was. Yeah, okay. Have you been choking? We didn't, because there was no hose on the floor.
Yeah.
Have you been choking?
No.
This is why it's important to me. I'm not. Shit. Right. I think we was back down these stairs. Yeah, because we came upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Please chalk up, mate, yeah?
Yep.
Cheers. You don't want to get lost. And if we do get lost, there's no one down here to help us.
Yeah, that's it. My bad. Yeah, I closed that door there.
This one. See, just more. That'll be more and more dormitories. Off we go again. Cheers, mate. Tom, locations for Belsize. That's another Explorers. And we are following in the footsteps of people that were down here years ago, because this was a smoking zone. Everywhere was a smoking zone in the 1940s. Buses, cinemas. And now we're going to stop a minute and I'm going to play you some of the sounds that people that were...
Taking you all the time.
Oh, actually, what time do you leave?
No rush, you're ready.
Alright. We've been down here a while already. And I'll play this and then we shall move on again. Basically, this is the sounds that you would have heard, or the people would have heard, that would have brought them down here, and then the sounds that would have made them want to stay down here. Oh, would you pick over that, please? Actually, leave it there. I don't need it there. The information from another explorer. Background new for this place. Yeah, definitely. Come back several times, don't they?
Yeah.
If you like it. Do you like it all?
Yeah, I do.
Right, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is genuine recordings done in the war, hence they was a little bit crackly. But that's what the type of things people like down here would have been hearing, that muffled. And the poor sods up the top, like the ARP wardens and fire brigade and the home guard, that's what they would have been dealing with. So you can see why so many people were so eager to get down here, because this place was always full. I'm just going to get a Minto out because my mouth is so dry. Do you want one, mate?
No.
It's the dust, isn't it?
Mm.
And you think they'd send someone down with a hoover occasionally, wouldn't you, to place a little bit of a sweep over. All seriousness though, this, if you were homeless, I had a voice.
No.
Ah, that's my active imagination, thank God. Yeah, if you was homeless, you could, and knew about this place, ideal accommodation, isn't it? Dry, warm, clean the little bit of area you want to stay in up, and
I'm heading up here.
yeah, we're
Back towards the van.
going to be heading up now. We've seen so much and shown you so much, and the lower level that you reach from the other set of stairs we can save for another time, because this has been quite a long explore.
Been down here since 6:40.
Been what's sorry, mate?
Been down here since 6:30.
We've been down here since 6:30, and what's the time now?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. So we've been an hour,
Not 10 to 8.
hour and a half already. Is this the right way? Because I don't
Yeah.
remember these stairs.
I remember. You turn around. Remember the button there?
Yeah. And the dirty masking, yeah. Right, you say?
So here. There, remember? Letters?
Ah, yeah. Ah, you're right. I'm glad this kid's got a good memory, because if I was here on my own, anyone that came after me would just think, won't someone chalk this place up a lot? Because I don't like getting lost. This is a massive chamber. I mean, trains probably would have been intended to go under this, and then when the war started, they needed these. I mean, you've got this one, which is Belsize, Clapham Common. There's ones at Watford somewhere.
What's that medicine in War Museum?
You would think they might, wouldn't you? It's the getting up and down though, isn't it? How to make the lifts work. It'd really draw people, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would come.
Definitely. I mean, we've just seen like a massive, great big section of this, and there's still more to see. So it's definitely do this in stages, which should be more enjoyable, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And we've got to do the stairs now as well. Like, well, mate, we've got to do the stairs now as well, so won't be filming that one. Neither of us are going to be in a good state by the time we get to the top of them, I think. You enjoyed this? That was me on glass. So if you do come down here, we'll show you wear good footwear. No flip-flops or anything. Can't imagine trying to get through.
With sliders.
Yeah, with sliders on, yeah. I'm glad we weren't going to come in this bit, but I'm glad we did. Because we've seen the whole big section of it, and then there's the rest to do another time, which is pretty much the same as this, but just on a deeper level. chalk on the floor. Blue, so that went, so someone else has done that. And I'll just show you these again quickly on the way out, if you don't mind, Brandon. Cheers, mate. Just more storage space after the war, but probably would have impacted people. I mean, because you had to have people down here as well to organise it all. And canteens, there was canteens down here. This was one of the first deep level shelters to actually have decent toilet facilities. Before that, really, it was a bucket with a toilet seat on it. Yeah. You alright? Yeah. And there we are back at where we started. So, I don't know if he's going to light that up for me. We're going to take some pictures of ourselves in a minute and go back up and call that one a day. So, I hope you've all enjoyed this and keep watching. Take care, everyone, and keep safe. That's goodbye from me and goodbye from my nephew.
See you later.
Take care. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please give it a like and a share. Take care. Thank you, everyone.